All right, what are we doing today?
Today we are putting a 12-volt outlet in bed of your vehicle.
Where are you planning on putting that?
Well, where that blank is, where other models have that option, but this did not. So,
but we have bed liner.
well, we're gonna have to cut the bed liner around this. This is just a plastic cap, push it out, and we'll put a hole in it. And
how do you push it out?
From the back side, there should be four little clips.
Like up underneath the...
Up underneath the fender, yep.
Okay. Ah, dang it.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just kind of peeled where I didn't really want to peel. So it's really kind of hard to cut on that corner. Can you see that up in there?
Yeah, I can feel it.
I mean, if you push it, oh, careful.
What?
Gently.
Well, it does have little, like, things you gotta push in, so if I could get one side out, I think the rest of them will pop.
Yeah. So the bottom corner, be close towards the front of the Jeep, but the bottom corner, it is loose. So... yeah, okay, hold up. Let me do a little more cutting. Well, I don't think I'm completely released on the bottom either. Thought I was, but I don't think I am. Oh. So I've got a little bit on the other side too. Oh gosh. Boy, they really sealed that top part. I would say this is not as easy as what everybody made it sound like, but that's probably why they didn't show cutting this out. They just said, all you gotta do is cut this. They didn't actually show you doing it. It's pretty, that's some pretty tough stuff. We got it. Me prying from the front and him pushing from the inside.
You can see the little clips on the back.
Yeah, there's little clippy-do things that hook around the edge of this. So you can see that's a big open space right there. We're going to cut a hole, and that's where the 12-volt outlet thing is going to go into. And hopefully when we put this back, it'll kind of not look quite as janky as what I'm afraid it's going to look like. How are you planning on getting a hole?
Unibit.
That's called a unibit?
Yep.
Okay. And it goes up to like...
1 3/8.
There's the thingy do. So this is actually a marine, but that's cool because it's waterproof and all that good stuff. Easy 2-prongy wire thing. Open that. Pull that up so they can see it. That's it. That's all there is to it. There is like a little dimple right in the middle of that, which makes perfect guide point to put our hole in. Oh, so you got to do a drill bit first?
I'm gonna go ahead and do a pilot hole first.
Okay. Basically, you just drill to where you want to stop, or where you want the hole size, and then you stop, right? That's how it works, because it's like elevated steps.
Yep.
So flip that around. Looks pretty nice. Cool. Now we gotta wire it up.
Yep.
That thing came with those little tiny wires. We purchased that wire And why are we going with the thicker wire?
Better durability, being that it's going to be strapped to the frame basically all the way underneath the Jeep.
Okay.
And plus better flow of voltage.
So we don't lose a lot because we have such a far distance from back here all the way to the front.
Yep.
And we are wiring this into our new mic tuning switch that we put in. That's a different video. Go back and watch that one. And the purpose of the heat shrink?
Insulate the connectors.
And to help them stay in place probably a little bit too, right?
Yep.
That's all wired up. Now we are going to run the wire through the hole all the way to the front of the Jeep. He's trying to find the best way to run the wire to zip tie it up. Obviously we don't want it hanging down, and obviously we don't want it getting tangled up in any moving mechanical parts. We got it through. So this was a 20-foot spool of wire. We measured it out loosely to be 16-foot run. That's pretty close, I would say. So we are going to put this in the number 2 slot on our mic tuning switch. We are going to test this with our fridge. I'm going to go turn it on with the switch. Aux is on.
Okay. We got power.
We do have power?
Yep.
Yes, we do. So it's plugged in, and we have power. You can hear the fridge running. And that is pretty much what we wanted that for. So when we're overlanding or we're driving a long distance somewhere and we need to take our fridge, we can run it off the Jeep while we're driving rather than off of our power stations and running them down before we even get to our destination.
We could even charge power stations if we needed to.
We can. Yep, we'll be able to hopefully charge some power stations. I have a 110 outlet in the rear of the back seat of the truck that came that way.
It's factory.
Yeah, it's factory. So we have been using it to charge power stations, but then we have to alternate because I only have one. So we can do one there and one over here while we're driving, running trails, whatever. Pop this in so that hopefully, ooh, that's really pulling. We pulled them wires really snug. Trying to get that rubber up underneath, or up over the top, I mean. Well, it is not perfect by any means. Something did not go back in right on this. There it goes. I got it. Okay. So it almost doesn't look like it was ever pulled out. Have you ever installed the switch in the bed of your Jeep Gladiator, or is it something you're looking to do? If this video has helped you any at all, comment below and let us know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.